Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tournament of the Old World as we have the final round of the Slaanesh forces as we've got Nakari taking on Sigvald the Magnificent. Jeff here, sporting his red and black gear, is on the move. He is going to be getting into a slightly less obvious location so he doesn't get attacked, as we've got our two forces opposite one another. Now, I believe Nakari is the defender in this scenario here on the Ogumshard battle. We've got devoted Marauders of Slaanesh with spears, another unit of devoted, a unit of Forsaken, some demonettes, unit of Hellscourges, Marauders, and some spears. A pretty basic force, but then that's on account of Nakari, one of the most expensive lords in the game, as far as I can tell, over 4,000 points alone of an 8,000 point battle. That explains a lot about the cost difference here, because Sigvald only costs about 2,000 of those points, which means he's able to bring a much larger force. So a lot of the weight of this battle is going to be on Nakari's 4 shoulders. Now, Sigvald's bringing some devoted Marauders. These Marauders are going to be doing a majority of the fighting here. Some Demonettes, a unit of Forsaken. He's also brought with him this time a Spawn of Slaanesh instead. Again, they're pretty much just the exact same model, just some slight colour changes. A bit disappointing, 2 units of Spawn. Pretty good though, tanky, never break, never surrender. So off we go. Ogumshard is a quest battle map. I'm not quite sure which faction it's for normally, but you can see the little shrine over there. It's very pretty. They do a lot of decent maps in this game. So we can see now that the Slaaneshi troops are having to charge across the field as fast as they can. The frame rate is better in this one. Again, I don't know, certain maps just seem to cause certain frame rate drops, or certain combinations of maps and factions. Don't know what's happening. I have tweaked the graphic settings with this multiple times, and in fact, Warhammer 2 didn't run bad at all. Warhammer 3 ran brilliantly in the pre-release copy that I had for review. And then when they released the game, they did something because it made it run like crap. And I had to change a lot of settings. I had to tweak a lot of stuff just to get it to run as well as it is now. And yeah, it still looks pretty good, but yeah, it's nowhere near the top of everything kind of setting for the game. And I'm not running on a slouch system. I've got a 2080 Super in this thing with a pretty decent 6-core chip and more than enough RAM. It's just, yeah, for some reason there's whatever changes they did with the engine or something with Warhammer 3 just causes a few frame drops, which is a real shame because it does make some of the recording a little bit difficult at times with Warhammer. Oh, spell being cast. No, is it the same one again? Well, this is great and everything, except this is going to do nothing. You may as well cast that in another century. Well, the units are joined. They've had to charge across the field, but they're still going to be fresh. It's not going to have drawn too much of their stamina away. Nakari is involved in the fight over there. Sigvald over here in the middle. A unit of Demonettes just crumpling. Absolutely crushed. Right there in the middle. Now, Nakari is actually counted as a wizard, but is a surprisingly effective melee combatant. Big, rapid attacks. Capable of actually punting Chaos Spawn away, as you can see. Very few units can actually throw Chaos Spawn, but Nakari is one of those. Capable of launching such a large unit across the field. I think it can also smack away Minotaurs and stuff like that. It's very effective. The rest of the line. The middle has been claimed. Sigvald has got the middle, which means Nakari's forces are now split into 2. But as you can see, there is far more dark purple of Sigvald's troops here on the field than we can see of the light purple of Nakari's forces. Nakari was also always going to be at a disadvantage. Basically, Nakari is going to have to do a Kugath. He's going to have to try and carry this entire battle on, well, I say he, is she, it. Nakari is all genders and no gender all at the same time. I think that's probably one of the best descriptions you could give for any kind of Slaanesh type demon lord, to be honest. Sigvald is very much a man. Sigvald is very much... He's all about that shiny shield. He loves his shiny shield, as Sigvald. And he also loves walking in slow motion, like he's in some kind of music video, while monsters just stare at him, going, "What are you doing?" Nakari there. Nakari also has the ability to earth meld, like Gangrel, Clan Gangrel. It's a well-known ability of you know, demon lords like that they can just shift through solid matter when they need to. We just impaled that guy on the sword and then decided to lick the blood off it. It's not very sanitary. I wouldn't recommend it. It's going to cause illnesses, and I mean it probably doesn't even taste very nice, to be perfectly honest. We can see that Nakari's forces are having a bit of a back and forth battle over on the flank, but it's pretty much a foregone conclusion as far as the rest of the battle is concerned. The remainder of his troops are fleeing. Oh god! Oh, I can't fight the yawn. What the hell? Sorry about that. We'll keep it in. Oh, the devoted with spears. They're going to have a tough one. I mean, Sigvald is surprisingly powerful. He is very, very effective. I'm starting to wonder now, is he just going to run through this entire series on his own? Because like he has barely been touched. I mean, Azazel gave him a little bit of a health pool tickling in the first round, but I mean, what he did to Azazel in return was less than pretty. I'd be interested to see how Sigvald would do against the likes of Scarbrand or someone like that. This is going to be an interesting fight. Nakari is losing hit points. He's losing morale. There's very few friendlies left on the field to actually do anything about this. Nakari is right in the middle. Sigvald hasn't even gone near him. In fact, Sigvald is just spinning. Sigvald is rotating on the spot. That's what's happening here. Sigvald is actually mocking his opponent by just rotating, spinning around. Oh, he's figured out. He's now pathing toward Nakari. Nakari low on hit points, and he's dead. I think Sigvald looked at him and he died. And Jeff's got a call at this point. I don't think there's much reason to... yeah, there we go. And that was it. Sigvald goes through to the Grand Tournament of the Old World. As we have a look at the breakdown of troops. Actually, the numbers weren't that far off, to be honest. Nakari had 661 troops deployed, 542 were killed, 119 remaining. And Nakari, yeah, at 125, we did see him killing a lot. That demonette unit that was in the middle, that literally just got smashed. One kill. That was it before they were completely banished to the other world. The rest of his troops did okay for what they were up against. Sigvald's forces, a unit of devoted got 95, another got 86. One of them got 4, one got 10. Demonette's got 5. They were the weak spot, clearly, but then the two spawns of Slaanesh combined with the Forsaken, yeah, it was a bit of a trouncing. Even Sigvald managed to pick up 78 kills for himself, which is not a bad one, considering his opposing number got 125. But overall, a pretty damn good showing there by Sigvald. 2 battles in a row, he goes through to the final, as I said. And next time we'll be dealing with the forces of Tzeentch, who will come out on top of that particular scrum. But we will see next time. Thank you everybody who watched this. I hope you're enjoying the Tournament of the Old World. I'm finding it to be an interesting experiment in watching the AI battle itself, just the kind of odd decisions that it makes and gear like that. So I'm interested in where the Grand Tournament goes in the future. But until then, have a good one everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye.